Hello and welcome to RealityFuturesTrading.com. In today's video, we are going to be discussing how to not be a overly pragmatic, narrow-minded ninny like I was today. So we're currently looking at, this is probably going to be one of the last days of the 413 contract. Going to wait and see here if the volume switches over. Well, it looks like it already has. I haven't looked at this for probably about 2-3 hours, and it looks like the 513 has definitely taken over the 413. This morning, though, most of the volume was on the 413. Well, anyway, if you're an oil trader, you know that rollover week can be a little bit tough, and I'll tell you what, this has been kind of an exceptionally tough week, or last couple of days, I should say, for me anyway, regarding the oil, in that, as most of you know, I am a huge fan of the Eagle Trend Trader. It's just one of my favorite charts to trade, and it tends to be what I focus on most of the day. Now, unfortunately, even I make the mistake of picking an opinion in the morning, and, well, in this case, that's exactly what I did. Well, let's look at what happened here on the Eagle this morning. I'm going to bring my crosshair up here. Now, if we're going to notice right here, right around the 7 o'clock open, I had a trade set up right here. However, it was not valid. I had green bars. I had the price up into the band, which I don't like to see that. Not to mention my stop was down here. So, you know what? I passed on this trade. I just passed on it. Well, my thoughts are, I've got the rest of the day. The Eagle tends to offer me at least 1 to 3, 1 to 4 opportunities a day to take advantage of a trade. And as you can see here, I really didn't have anything valid here. Next, if we take a look right here, looks like we're starting to transition, and I get my signals. However, they are not valid as my soft edge is below my hard edge. So I passed on that trade. Now, this is what drives me just absolutely bonkers, is when we get a hard drive down here. I was actually anticipating another down move in this area here. Now, that's one of the things about DTS, is as you get used to using it and you start getting used to looking for the patterns and the signals, and you see how easy it is, I was really anticipating another down move. However, I was sorely disappointed when we get this huge monster run to the upside. And if we take a look at this trade right here, 91.76, it went as high as 93.70. Oh, how about that? It was a $2 move to the upside, and look, the market does what the market does. It just didn't give me any place that I could have gotten in. Now, I do want to point this trade out right here, and this is a valid trade signal. However, right about when price reached this point right here, I was so aggravated with myself, and I was so just emotional and angry that I did not catch this move. And yes, it doesn't happen often, but it does happen sometimes. I can get emotional. I'm not perfect. And I'll tell you, I passed on this move right here for 2 reasons. Number one, I was very frustrated. Number two, another thing that I want to point out is this is what we call runaway bars right here. This was quite the screaming move to the upside. It failed to give me any signals. Ideally, a signal down in this area here would have given me a rule of threes or a valid signal, depending on where the soft edge was. But you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. So what's my point of making this video? The point is this. I was so focused and I was just so bent on taking a trade off of the Eagle Trend Trader. In my own mind, I had my own ideas of what I thought the market was going to do. Well, and obviously it didn't do it. It happens. So the key is that if you've got a futures trading strategy that works, that's great. However, what are you going to do on days like today where you don't have any entries? Ideally, and the whole concept behind diversified trading systems is have more than one strategy at your fingertips, and I do have more strategies. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the Falcon Swing Trader, and I'm going to show you what I missed out on because I held on to this just dead set pragmatic attitude, and what would have been a pretty decent day for me with the Falcon Swing Trader turned out to be a no money day with the Eagle Trader just because of my own emotions. So sit tight. We'll take a look at the Falcon in just a few minutes. Okay, let's bring up our crosshair here and let's take a look at what the Falcon would have offered us this morning. So currently right here, I don't have a valid trade for me around the 7 o'clock open here because I've still got a green Falcon swing line. We see that price moves down and I do get my first valid entry right here. Now, ideally, I like to see a 2-bar pullback. What I really like is to see it touch my Falcon swing line right here. But if we take a closer look, we get our signals here. I use my recent pivots as my stop, and this trade here would have netted me my 10-tick target for the swing trader. And had I not adjusted any stops, it would have just kept on going. Same thing goes for this trade right here. I do get a 2-bar pullback. I do get my short entry triangle, and I get my hash mark. I would have entered on this bar right here, and this would have given me 10 ticks and then some. So there's 2 trades I could have had I have been focusing on the correct chart. So let's keep moving right along. And here's a trade right here, valid signal. I know Eric takes these trades, but again, I like to see at least a 2-bar pullback, ideally a touch of the swing line. I would have passed on this trade. However, this valid signal, again, yet would have netted me another 10 ticks. Now at this point, again, I want to bring up the runaway bars. We don't even have a touch of the Falcon swing line here. This I definitely would have passed on. This I would have passed on, and I'd say honestly, Eric may have passed on it too. However, as you can see, we do get a bounce here. We do get an entry right here, and in this case, we would not have reached our 10-tick target. Yes, we would have been stopped out here. However, we do get another entry here, and once again, we get 10 ticks and then some. Well, all right. I hope you found this video to be informative, and I hope you've learned to keep an open mind and do the best you can to leave your opinion out of your trading. It happens to everybody. It happens to me sometimes, and well, it happened today. If you have any questions about diversified trading systems or this video, please contact me at ray@realityfuturestrading.com. Thanks, and have a great day.